Mr. Transformers 96 here with another video where I'm going to be talking about a newly shown Hot Toys figure. This time it is Luke Skywalker from Star Wars The Last Jedi. So this is quite exciting. This is kind of the big new character in the film, I would say. And, because a lot of the figures that have been produced so far are just kind of rehashes from the first film. And then, a couple of new troopers, things like that. But this is one, new character that's quite exciting. Obviously, a very big character. And it's great to finally see the actual figure. Now, we have seen this figure on display before, so it's not entirely new. However, there's one big new development with it, and that's the confirmation that the head sculpt that was used while on display was a placeholder. That was the old Luke head sculpt, and they aren't just going to give that a new deco. They've sculpted a new head sculpt, which I am super happy about. That's something that was super necessary because the first one really just wasn't cutting it. Here's the first one. It's alright, but it's not great. The beard looks weird. It gives him like a pointy chin, which looks odd, and overall it's not a very good sculpt. It's okay, but it's not great. This one is far superior and actually much more resembles Mark Hamill, which I think is very nice. It's really similar as far as it's in the same design. It's got the same type of haircut, but they've thinned out the chin so that it doesn't have that pointy look. And then they've done the wrinkles around the mouth and the chin area really nicely. Especially if you're looking down at the head sculpt slightly, it looks really spot on. From these up angles, it looks good, but from looking down on it slightly, it looks really spot on. So I'm pretty happy with that. I do like this head sculpt. As far as expression's concerned, I'm happy with this expression. Obviously, I haven't seen the movie yet, but I do feel like Luke is going to be very, very solemn in this movie and things like that. So I do think that it fits quite nicely. He does come with a fair amount of accessories. They're all quite small though, but here's the deluxe version. Obviously, Hot Toys has really gotten into the habit of doing deluxe and standard versions. I don't find it necessary to have this as a deluxe version at all. I think all the stuff that he comes with the deluxe is perfectly fine to be included in the regular set. It's like the deluxe stuff here is so small, and the stuff he already comes with is so small. I do not understand why he needs the stuff in a deluxe set. But you do get, for the deluxe, you get a different walking stick, a backpack, and a porg. That's kind of bent over. I don't even know how that thing's gonna stand, so that could be really annoying. Hopefully they figured that out. But then the regular edition stuff that he comes with is kind of a knapsack bag, a kind of compass thing. I'm not quite sure what they're calling it. I know that Hot Toys, Figure Arts, when they put their Luke on pre-order with that, they didn't actually say what it was. So I'm not quite sure what that is. It might be a bit of a Force or Last Jedi spoiler. A necklace. The set of hands, the base with an extra piece that can be put on the base that's a little rocky. I think it's a nice idea and all, but I don't really like that. I think just the standard base is much better. A walking stick and then a lightsaber, which is very nice. That's something that was a big concern. I definitely wanted him to come with a lightsaber. I guess this confirms that he uses a lightsaber in the movie, but they didn't. There's actually not a single shot of him holding the lightsaber in the Hot Toys form. They didn't pose him with the lightsaber at all, which is kind of odd because if they were trying to keep the lightsaber secret and that's why they didn't picture him with it, then they probably just shouldn't have included it, and then later on have him include the lightsaber. That's exactly what they did with Rey. That way they could hide the secret. So I don't understand why he'd come with a lightsaber and not be posed with it in the slightest. That's quite weird. As far as the hands are concerned, though, he has some really nice Force-using hands, which I think is very cool. And can he use the Force with his robotic hand? I guess he can, but he comes with a gloved hand that's using the Force. There's no robotic hands included, so maybe he just doesn't take the glove off in this movie. Maybe this Star Wars movie doesn't have the budget to do his mechanical arm. No, I'm just kidding, but it's kind of weird that he doesn't come with a mechanical arm. He does have this one hand for holding lightsaber that is bent, which I think is very nice. That's always very helpful to have the lightsaber being pointed forward, which I think is cool. As far as their articulation, I would imagine it should be very articulate. It looks like he's got a lot of layers of clothing, but they're all very baggy, loose-fitting clothing. The only area where I see maybe an issue with articulation is the ankles, possibly thighs, but I doubt it. I think the ankles would be the only place of concern, unless they do them very similar to Kylo Ren's, and then it should be great articulation. Overall, I expect this to be a pretty standard price figure. I'm thinking 230, and then the deluxe, well, maybe the standard one's like 220, 225. The deluxe one's more like 240, 245, something like that. I think the deluxe items are really unnecessary. We'll see if he even uses any of that equipment that's in the bag, or if there's just one shot of him, like hiking with it on. Who knows? But yeah, this isn't a super exciting figure for me. I don't know why. Like, it looks a little average. Although I do like the stuff that he comes with. I mean, my concerns with this figure before it was shown fully was that it wouldn't have a lightsaber, and that it would have the head sculpt that was lacking. And my fears were not confirmed when he obviously comes with a lightsaber, and they've sculpted his head completely new, and it looks a lot better. So for me, this should be a slam dunk, but I'm not super excited for it. I do think I'll probably get it just because it's such a big character. I'm sure once I see the movie on Thursday, my enthusiasm for this will skyrocket. But at the moment, it's not super exciting. But I do think that I will probably get it. They also did last night reveal a photo of their Last Jedi line, which is very cool to see them all together. My only concern with this is I really hope this isn't the full Last Jedi line. I hope they have a few more figures up their sleeve. I mean, Rose and Snoke and General Hux would be amazing. I don't really expect General Hux, but Rose, who knows, they might do her. Snoke, I was really hoping for Snoke. And I'd be a little surprised if we actually don't get a Snoke figure, so that'll be really disappointing if we don't get Snoke. Phasma's looking nice. I do want to just touch on this for a second. Phasma looks like almost a new sculpt. She looks like she's got a lot thinner arms, which maybe is a testament to the fact that they're trying to up the articulation possibly, and obviously she does have the spear there. I have the original Phasma. I would be very surprised if I did pick up the new Phasma, but if they did make it like really different and they've upped the articulation like crazy, I would be tempted. I don't know if I'd get her, but I'd be tempted. But yeah, just want to put that out there. So yeah, so overall, really solid figure. I don't really have a complaint about it, other than it lacks a bit of an exciting factor. However, I think that as far as the figure itself, it looks really well made, and I'm very impressed and happy that they did the new head sculpt, because I really didn't think that was going to happen. So that's great. So let me know what you guys think of this Star Wars The Last Jedi Luke Skywalker figure, and whether you plan to get it or not, and thanks so much for watching.